All right, people. Here we go. Skol Sunday. Minnesota Vikings at the Bills Mafia. Who's it going to be? Case Keenum or Josh Allen? Well, it's going to be Josh Allen. That's what it sounds like. So here we are. Been hearing all week. How's it going to be? I don't know about Josh Allen's going to play. It might be Case Keenum again. That would have been exciting too. But it's going to be Josh Allen, is what it sounds like. So here we go. Thanks everybody for joining. Hope you're doing well. Here we go for another ring around the Vikings rosy, I guess, shall we say. Hi, Danny. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Happy to have you. James, what's going on? Good to see you as well. What's my opinion on the antics of Kirk Thuggins on the plane back last week? Like it or not? I don't know. I mean, I think he's the same person. I don't think he's like changed into this like, oh my God, we've never seen this person before. I like that everybody seems to be vibing on the field and off the field. I think that definitely helps. But I don't think he's any different. I don't think he's any different, or anything. It's part of the coddling. I think of it as part of the coddling. And you know what? They figured out some coddling that works. So if they got to keep putting the chains on, hey, do it. But like a chain on a dog or something, you can't keep teaching an old dog new tricks sort of thing. I think he's the same person, but if everybody's getting along and it helps boost morale, keep doing it. But I think he's still the same person. But yeah. Angels in the house. Peace and love. What's going on? Happy to see you as well. But thanks for the question, James. Always willing to answer. I think it's kind of I think it's a good thing that the team seems like everybody seems to have a positive response to it. So they're going to keep doing it. Like keep feeding that energy that's working. So I'm not going to go against that. So yeah. Hello, Miss Foe's in the house. What's going on? Good to see you, Georgie. Thanks for stopping on through. Here we are. We got a little less than an hour before game time. I'm gonna pull up the chart. This is a very, very hard game chart, astrologically speaking, anyways. So I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be pretty close. We shall see. And I'm on the fence, actually, like who's going to win this game. I think both teams have equal opportunity here. Bills are a little bit knocked up right now. So can the Vikings take advantage on this today and keep their winning streak alive? We shall see. And then, for the Buffalo Bills, they're coming off losing versus the Jets. Obviously, Josh Allen, like we know, has been a story all week. And he is going to get the start today. But are we going to see Case Keenum at some point? We might. And there is a plethora of former Vikings on the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, Stefon Diggs, Case Keenum, Minneapolis Miracle, even though it was a team effort. So we're hoping to maybe see a little bit more of that. But I don't know. Unless Josh Allen gets further injured, maybe we'll see Case Keenum today, maybe not. And then Leslie Fraizer, defensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills and assistant head coach, former head coach for the Vikings. And then Xavier Rhodes is also on the team. So, and then we got Harrison Phillips, who used to be on the Bills Mafia. So there's a little bit of rivalry that's been brewing all week. So anyway, we'll see how it transpires today, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be good. I will say I'm a little disappointed that Josh Allen isn't completely healthy. Like if he's going to start, like it would have been really, really nice just to see like, okay, an actual full opponent that doesn't have anybody injured or, whatever. But I don't think that's really a thing. I think it's a lot to ask for. So we'll see. What did you do to no, it's not short A. I think it's probably just because it's curled. No, I didn't really do anything different, but thank you though. Thank you. I think it's just styled differently. I haven't gotten it cut or anything. I haven't dyed it recently. Maybe it's the lighting. Not sure. I don't know, but thank you. I think this game is going to be a reality check for the Vikings. Oh, Angel coming in. I have a fear about that as well. I think everybody, or Vikings fans, shall we say, this game has been on our radar for quite some time. We've been looking at it on the schedule. And yeah, I think it could be a very sobering reality today, especially with Buffalo's defense. Now, their defense is also injured, so that's helpful for the Vikings. And the weather could also be an issue today. I am going to pull up the game chart. I'm probably going to do it at 11:11, so 2 minutes. And then we can look at the astrological chart here. A lot of pros, a lot of cons for both teams, to be honest. And I'm still just, I mean, I was looking, I didn't actually do my prediction on Friday, but I was looking at the Timberwolves and Grizzlies game chart. And that one, it's like every time I don't post it, it's like blatantly obvious to me. But Friday was not looking good for the Timberwolves facing John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then lo and behold, Timberwolves tanking here and they losers. So anyway, the game chart today, another challenging one, but they always are. So one of these days, I'll be right on the money every single week, and then we can just use that moving forward. But yeah, I think you might be right. 27-17. I think it's going to be a little closer than that. I could see like a 1-point loss or like 1 to 3 points. Uh-oh, we got Jay in the bay. What's good, Jay? How's it going? Thank you so much. Good luck to the 49ers. 49ers faithful as well today. Got the Chargers, I believe. Thanks for stopping by, Jay. Jay, good to see you. Jay in the bay. If you don't know people, you're not in the know. Fellow content creator, 49ers, San Francisco 49ers fan, and just an all-around good dude. Very, very knowledgeable about football. So if you're not subscribed to Jay in the Bay, get over there. Do it. One of the first people, too, that I collabed with here on YouTube. So just great guy, very knowledgeable about the game, too. So good luck to the 49ers today, Jay. Thanks again for stopping by. So I think, it's 11:11, everybody. Did you enjoy 11:11 on Friday as well? Major manifesting portal on Friday. So 11:11, perfect time. I am going to share my screen. So let's look at the game chart here, everybody, to see what's going on. All right. So let's give it a little check and see here. All right. So this is the game chart. Obviously for the game today, it's in Orchard Park, New York. I'm going to blow it up a little bit here so we can take a little peek. All right. And obviously the game is at noon Central, but since they're playing on the East Coast, it's 1 p.m. over there. We'll have to see if actually kickoff is any later. We might have to change the dial by a couple of minutes here. But this is the chart, how it looks for right now. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, yes, you're on Sunday night. That's right, Jay. Yeah, I'll be tuning in for that, too. We could probably, I don't know, we could look at the game chart for that game as well. Yes, very good. Sunday night football. I will definitely be watching, especially since House of the Dragon's over. I'm so far behind on 90 Day Fiance. It's not even funny. I kind of dropped off 90 Day Fiance. I'm like, okay, it got a little boring. Can't believe I'm even saying that. But yeah, Sunday night football. All right. Very good. Angel says, I'm from the Mountain View 415. Oh, very good. Very good. James, you think a Minnesota victory today? I could see it too. I don't know. I'm trying to like intuitively like grasp at like how I'm feeling just about the Vikings too. And it's so hard. Like I could seriously see it going either way. And a couple of years ago when the Vikings got blown out in Buffalo and they were completely favorited to win, I had a sneaking suspicion about that. And then lo and behold, they got blown out. But today it's just it's a hard read. Injury to Allen, lack of running game, and they could still be rocked after losing to the Green Gang. Yeah, I think you could have a fair point there, James, for sure. A little bit of Nostradamus action happening here, for sure. And with that being said, let's take a little peek at the chart. Yeah, Jay says, what's good, Angel? Love it. Very good. All right, so peeps, here we go. We got the chart here. Now, we'll start with the Vikings, obviously, because I'm a Vikings fan, and they are the visitor today. And seriously, this is a tough one, people. Very tough. I have been looking at this one since yesterday. I pulled it up, and I even had to put the Egyptian terms in there, a little bit of extra for those of you that follow along. what are called terms, Egyptian terms or faces. If a planet lands in its own term, it gets extra power there. So I put them there because I needed some extra stuff here. It like is not blatantly obvious to me. There's JV. What's up? What's going on, JV? Cheers. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy to have you stop on through. Jay saying hi to JV. JV makes his way around the channels. Also a content creator, keeping it real with Justin Villarreal. Definitely go check out his channel as well. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Jay, that your wife used to watch 90 Day. It was good, but yeah, there are so many spinoffs. Yeah. And when I say 90 Day Fiance, I mean like, yeah, obviously the spinoff that's on right now. Yeah, there's like before the 90 days, the single life, all that good stuff. Good for the network. Oh, for sure. I'm sure that cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Like after Honey Boo Boo kind of grew up, and what was that other? The Duggar family. Oh, they're like, okay, bye, see you later. They got something new. All right, 90 Day Fiance. It is. You get sucked in though. I will say. I'll probably go back to it, but yeah. Yeah. What's up, Jason? Good to see you. I know, isn't that crazy? We're in week 10. Angel, nice. Angel and Jay saying hello to one another. I love it. All right. So now back to the charty chart. Let's look at the Vikings first. Okay. So Vikings being the visitor, their ruling planet is the sun, because their 7th house is right here. That represents the Vikings since they're the visiting team today. So the 7th house lands right in the sign of Leo. Leo's ruled by the sun. So we got some Leos in the chat too as well. Sun and Leo's very powerful placement, being ruled by the sun. Okay. Now, so that's the Vikings today. Very regal, as Leos go anyway. So the sun is actually right over here in the sign of Scorpio, because we're in Scorpio season right now. So wherever the sun is, that's what season we're in. So we're in Scorpio season, obviously. Happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there as well. So all right. Now let's take a little look at the Buffalo Bills just for a hot second here. They're represented by house number 1 since they're the home team today. Now the house number 1 lands in the sign of Aquarius, so they're ruled by Saturn. Where's Saturn at? Oh, it's right there. Boom, right in the sign of the Buffalo Bills. Now, right there, Saturn being in its own sign that it rules the sign of Aquarius, and it's ruling the Buffalo Bills today. Right there, I'm like, well, that's a little extra power for the Buffalo Bills. However, Saturn is what's called a malefic planet. It can cause delays, it can cause blockages, it can cause slowdowns. So if you kind of think of it, Buffalo Bills a little bit, they're kind of at a little bit of a blockage. They're kind of slowing down a little bit right now. They just lost to the Jets. Josh Allen feeling a little bit funky with the elbow. So what are the Sun, the Minnesota Vikings, and Saturn, the Buffalo Bills doing? Well, boom, they're squaring each other. They are legit. This is a come to life chart here, as they usually are. These two teams, they're squaring off. So the Sun, the Vikings, and Saturn, the Buffalo Bills, they're squaring. So it's very, very literal. Okay, this time around. Now, we're gonna look at the 5th house for both teams. That's how the house of games, and also the house of gambling, which is funny enough, people gamble on these games. So the Vikings' 5th house is right over here. It lands in the sign of Jupiter, because we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it is. So it lands in the sign of Jupiter. Jupiter's rule, or Sagittarius, Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter, is right over here. Jupiter co-rules Pisces and Sagittarius. So the Vikings' 5th house of games, it lands in Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter. Where is it? Well, it's in the Buffalo Bills' 1st house right over here. Yeah, right? And also Jupiter landing in Pisces, being it rules Pisces, there's extra power as well. So not only do the Buffalo Bills have a greater malefic planet in their 1st house, they also have the greater benefic planet in their 1st house. So I'm like, is that going to be good for the Buffalo Bills today, or is it going to be good for the Vikings? Now, straight away, it looks pretty good for the Buffalo Bills. However, the Minnesota Vikings being ruled by the sun, it is making a very, very nice, what's called a trine aspect with Jupiter, the ruler of the Vikings' fifth house of games. So to me, the Vikings, they've been planning for this. They've been prepping for this. They don't want to go in there and be a purple embarrassment. So that leads me to believe they're going to be hyped up. They're going to be ready. They know the Calcutta Clippers are out there, that Josh Allen, Stefon Diggs, Case Keenum, they know all of that. They know they're going to come to play. And now we're also going to look at the Vikings' 10th house. That's their show out to the public. We're also going to look at it for Bills Mafia. So the Vikings' 12th house is right here. 11th house is right here. So their 10th house is right here. It lands in the sign of Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Now, Mercury is right over here, right next to the sun, where he often is. He's never more than 30 degrees away from the sun. However, Mercury, their public image, that being the Vikings, it is currently being burned up by the sun because it's under the beams. It's within 7 degrees of the sun. So it gets kind of burned up there. So if you think about it, the Buffalo Bills have been favored all week, even with, all their crap that they're dealing with. The Vikings are still the underdog here right now. However, Mercury, it does better being closer to the sun because it's a dry planet. However, that does take a little bit away from the Vikings' public image. Now, however, it is right next to the sun, also conjunct, which can be very powerful. And Mercury is also making a trine to Jupiter. Very, very good. So for me, for the Vikings, I'm like, they're going to show up to play today. They don't want to be an embarrassment. We're also going to look at the moon, which co-rules the entire chart. Now, if you look at the moon, this is the one thing actually that kind of makes me nervous a little bit for the Vikings. So the moon, it rules the people. It also rules the weather, okay? So the moon is right here in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So the fact that the moon is in Cancer, she gets extra power there. And also, the moon is trining the sun. That's a very favorable aspect for the Vikings, very much so. Now, it's trining by and only away by 1 degree. This could be a very, very close game. Thank you everybody for hanging with me. I'm going to come check back into the chat in 1 second here. I'm just going to finish up the Viking side. Now, the moon, she's making all of these beautiful, she's basically in a grand water trine right now. Very, very powerful. Overall, for everybody here, this is a great weekend for anything you love, you enjoy, partnerships, all of the things. Very, very beneficial for that. So right there, that for the Vikings, it all bodes well here. It all bodes well. However, there's going to be something here. There's going to be something that they are not ready for. Now, we could look to Uranus. Right here, it's the planet of surprises. It's unstable. It's in the Vikings' house of foreign lands, of traveling. They traveled to go to this game today. And also, it's making a sextile with the moon. So maybe the people are the extra factor for the Buffalo Bills today. Now, another thing that concerns me is the moon is in the Vikings' 12th house of hidden enemies. So the moon rules the people. The moon also rules the weather. So the fact that it's in the Vikings' 12th house of hidden enemies, the fans could be a factor here today, and the weather could also be a detriment for the Vikings. Everything other than that, it looks good. Like the Vikings are going to come to play today, and I mean, it looks good. Now, I looked at the Vikings, so now I'm just going to pop back into the chat here and say hello, and then we're going to go to the Bills Mafia side and look at them. Thanks again, everybody, for joining. Yeah, I do miss Stefon Diggs, definitely. Yeah, we're playing against the Bills. I miss Stefon Diggs. I was pissed about that trade, but I get that he wanted to leave. Time to crush somebody start to finish. We'll see, Samuel. I think it's going to be a hard one. Even with all, Josh Allen being injured, the elbow issue, and the injuries to the Bills Mafia, to the defense, I think they're going to be extra pissed because they lost to the Jets. And also that there's a little bit of rivalry here, especially for Stefon Diggs. Excuse me. I keep wanting to take a sip of my tea here. I've been holding it for like 5 minutes. Cheers, everybody. But it would be so nice to see that, Samuel. It would be so nice to see that from start to finish. And I think, too, depending on who gets the ball first, I think that'll be crucial as well. Like, if the Vikings can keep it out of the Buffalo Bills' hands, if we could just keep their offense on the field, that would be best. But yeah, every week is crazy, don't you think, Jason? Every week is kind of crazy. Two evils in the house. What up? What up? Yo, definitely. I'm warming up that seal clap. You know it. You know it, dude. How are you doing, though? Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you, as always. I'm trying to. Oh, no, I forgot my notebook. Damn it. Forgot my nerd notebook. I might have to go get it here. All right. Fo, what you got? Oh, I'm frozen. Oh. All right. Everybody, I don't want to lose your comments, but I look to be frozen. So hold up the phone. Hold the phone here. We'll come back. Oh, I'm black now. The screen has gone black. All right. I'm going to refresh, but I want to get through these comments really quick. Okay. I tried to watch 90 Day. I don't understand it. It's about folks trying to get green cards. Kind of. Yeah, kind of. It's supposed to be reality. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, Buffalo. No, Peter, it was a lot of tryings for everybody here. Chiron and Kranos for Minnesota. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna lose your comments, but I gotta refresh because my video stopped. Okay, I don't want to lose your comments, but I'm gonna lose them. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you. I gotta refresh because my screen went out. Going to watch. I should be back for the end of the game. Nice, Ryan. Nice. Very, very good. Okay. Especially for your fellow fire signs. Very good. All right, I'm reloading.